Freaky Friday, guys. You know what that means. Welcome back to another Walk Wednesday, or Hush Hush for Freaky Friday.
Okay, it's just one spider lotus.
A quick coffee intermission.
Oh, a customer. Hola, aloha, and hello. Welcome to the Clean Bean Coffee House. What can I get for you today? Here you are. Have a great day.
Remember last time we went on a date with Hiro and Mio. I think Mio. Yeah, because we got drunk on both of them. That's what I named the episode, but yeah. So I don't know. Let me see what we had. We had one this evening, so that's gonna be what we do. Maybe a day, do 2 or 3 days. So let's see. First, there's something going on at the house. As you arrive home, you suddenly get a strange, sudden feeling of dread. Reaching for the door handle, you're overcome with a sense of deja vu. You pause, taking in the uncanny feeling when something catches your eye. A slip of paper caught in the doorframe. You take it and read what it says. Dear valued customer, you recently canceled the extra fishy subscription bundle in your automatic grocery deliveries, and we made sure to take it off your bill. But just in case you were considering renewing your order, we would like to offer you a 20% discount on renewal. Check our website or text something fishy to our store number. We hope you have a fishy day. A thought occurs to you that you actually haven't seen Quill eat anything since she's been at your place. You rush inside, calling her name, looking at each room. Is she gonna die? You find Quill in the kitchen. She just pierced the star to death. Holding a kitty bowl, you swear for the
You're a bad bastard.
How did she die? How did she die? Doing a bit of searching, I realized that I didn't finish this conversation with her, so let's just see that. I forgot what we were talking about, so maybe this will change it. That's the same. Okay, it's different. Dear Valley customer, we have delivered your 100 cans of tuna, salmon, and sardines as ordered. You have a fishy day. A thought occurred to you that you actually haven't really seen Phil anything. You find her in the kitchen with 10 or 11 open cans of fish, happily snacking away.
I hope you don't mind, but I was hungry, so I'm eating these cans of fish. You should keep more food for kitties in the house, by the way. Kitties are a carnivorous animal and need their meats to be happy and healthy. Want to join me?
How'd you figure out the can opener?
Said it was childproof, but luckily I'm not a child. I'm a kitty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a prior engagement.
Will sits and eats fish for a while. You hang out just to make sure she doesn't eat herself to death, but luckily she passes out after the 5th can. You scratch her hair a bit and purrs in her sleep. You have a strangest feeling that you have dodged a tuna can-shaped bullet. Okay, whatever. Isn't that time we're meeting with Annabelle? Oh boy. Downtown. You walk through the rough end of downtown. You must keep to yourself, avoiding homeless people and anyone who looks like they want to sell you something. Just as you're reaching a familiar side street, however, you hear a commotion coming from down the hall alleyway. You peek down, making sure it's not a situation of a stabby kind. You see Detective Fumi apprehending a delinquent.
Hands behind your back, dirtbag. I've got a taser called the Tesla Tickler, and I've been looking for a reason to use her.
Alright, getting water.
Hands off me!
Despite his protest, the delinquent does not seem to resist further, and Fumi slaps handcuffs on him.
You're damn right I'm insane. I'm a police officer. Now cool your heels. I've got a few questions about all those purses you're lugging around.
I found them in the trash. Guess someone threw them out, right?
That's interesting. And I suppose the woman I saw screaming at you as you ran away was just a jilted lover, perhaps?
Yeah, I just broke up with her, and now she's all torn up because she ain't getting the D no more.
The delinquent is cut off. However, as Fumi's needles collide with the side of his face.
What the hell? You can't hit me when I'm in custody?
Actually, it's a lot easier to do when you're immobile. But calm your tits, young man. You'll know it if I hit you.
And the two of them continue bickering, and also pile up purses near the front of the alley. One of the purses has spilled its contents all over the ground, creating a mosaic of meat, makeup, gum, meds, a travel-sized can of chips, a wallet, and stuff with cash. Take a chip and eat it? Let's do the responsible thing. We already have plenty of money. We don't need any more. So we pick everything up, return to the purse, and close it. You make a neat pile of evidence and sneak off away before any awkward questions. As you leave, you catch the tail of the end of a conversation between the delinquent and Fumi.
Hey, cop, I think I might be packing an unregistered weapon in my pants if you want to reach in there.
Oh, it'll be too small to rise to a felony. I wouldn't worry. Oh, look. Mrs. Tesla Tickler has emerged from my holster. I wonder what trouble she wants to get up to today.
Delinquent just goes quiet as you leave. Earshot. What was that? As you've seen, we can't reschedule non-canon date, but we can. Oh my god! You know what? Let's just do her. Let's just we don't like her. Arriving home, you notice a few of your neighbors looking toward your house oddly. You see a moment where there's a fairly loud music coming from inside. You give a little wave, mouthing the word "oops," and quickly unlock the door. Once you're inside, you notice the distant smell of laundry and the detergent filling the air. Your audio system is turned to the max, and it's playing a song that sounds vaguely familiar. What's the new kitty cat? Whoa! You make your way through the house to the laundry room, where you find piles and piles of clothes all over the floor. Quill is sitting in front of the washing machine, washing the clothes go round and round and round. Anything good on?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's you. Hello. You're just in time. Please get undressed. I need more dirty clothes for the machine.
Oh no!
I tried on everything you own just to make this last one. And I don't like putting on your undies because they're not made for kitty tails. Okay, hurry. You can wash a bed in this machine? This machine is a friend.
It takes 6 basket loads before you finally get all your laundry into your room. Quill helps by carrying a few select socks in which she said are problematic. Start sorting the chaos into manageable piles of lights, darks, delicates, etc. Quill creates her own pile of interesting laundry, which is thankfully not very large. To begin the Herculean process of folding roughly 4 weeks of laundry isn't long before you notice Quill watching you intently.
Don't mind me. I just need to learn your secrets. If you could slow down a little and move your hands out of the way, I would really like that.
Teach you my secrets.
Oh, yes, I am so excited. Give me those socks. I promise not to chew on them anymore.
LRL. The folding begins, mostly quiet at first. Quill watches you fold a shirt and seems particularly impressed when you fold the sleeves and turn the whole thing into a perfect square. She attempts to feed herself but winds up mostly twisting it into a hot dog shape.
Oh, look at how much better mine turned out. Do you want me to show you how to do it this way? The trick is not to look at it while you're attacking it. Then, once you catch it with your claws, you squeeze it until it stops complaining. You might want to write these down. This is good advice for lots of other
I would
students.
recommend this. Continuing folding laundry, though it seems to be keeping Quill's attention. Several times her attention drifts from away to something else in the room. She spends the last 20 minutes watching the ceiling fan and rubbing her face on your pillow. Even when you say something to her, half the time she acts like she's lost in thought and doesn't hear you. Finally, she stretches out on the bed, rolling in several stacks of folded laundry, arcing her back, and making a high-pitched whine of satisfaction. Several times she falls over on her side of the bed, tumbling on the floor. Hey, Quill, what the heck are you doing? Stand up and walk away. Standing up immediately startles Quill, who flips to her hands and knees as though she's getting ready to bolt. After a few moments of silence where you avoid looking at her, she surprises you by walking up behind you and touching your shoulder.
I'm frustrating you. I can see that. I'm being a bad kitty. Usually if that was happening, I would just run away. I don't like people being mad at me. I'd rather be outside and alone. But, you know, I can't do that. And you don't know why. So, I'll try to tell you.
Lord?
Even though I'm not very good at it.
Quill takes you by the hand and sits you back on the bed. For a moment, she climbs onto your lap almost proactively. She sits on top of you, her legs spread on either side of your own, strangling you. A moment later, however, she shifts again and instead curls her legs to the side, so she finally comes to rest, laying on her bed, laying her head on top of your lap.
Okay, please pet me. I'll try my best to be brave. Yes, I agree. I wish more things in life worked this way. I told you that I saw something. Something bad. But if I don't tell you what it looked like, you won't know if something dangerous comes to the door. It's just hard to remember.
Tell me how you made it feel.
Okay. Oh! Yes, it made me feel... It gave me cold blood and a spiky tail. It made me feel like I was going to be killed. Yes, I know! I remember a dark alleyway. It smelled really interesting, like very oily and planty. Also pee. I was waiting for someone, and I heard them. And then there was so much noise, and scariness, and horribleness, and badness, and get away!
Like it was a nightmare. Most of this probably didn't happen. It was quiet for a moment, her breathing rapid but her eyes with fear. Then her features softened, she asked you curiosity, more curious than fear.
Do you really think so? I keep thinking that maybe it wasn't real.
That works.
That it couldn't have happened. Because nothing terrible like that had happened before. Yeah.
The boys are fighting again,
It's
sorry.
so easy to talk about a dream. Even a bad one. And that's when I peeked. And I saw what I was afraid of. It was a person. I'm sorry. That's all I can remember. My heart is beating so fast. I feel like I need to be quiet now.
We need those points, that's all I'm gonna say. Right away, Quill seems to be happy that you picked her up. Her purr returns. You maneuver her so you can both sit comfortably on the bed, further scattering your laundry pile. She goes up next to you, nuzzling her face to your chest and sighs. After a short time, Quill starts to nuzzle you more. She rubs her face on your chest and digs her fingers into your side, simultaneously tickling and pricking them.
Thank you again for helping me with my... everything. You're good people. I like you. And I trust you. The last little while, it's been hard to feel safe, even indoors. But when you're around, I feel like things are better. And not just because you feed me.
MC moment.
The funny thing is, even though you make me feel safe, being around you also makes my heart go faster. Here, feel.
Quill sits up and takes you and places it on her chest.
You make my heart go faster. And I'm not afraid. I am also sort of a little afraid.
The other ones were meh. Quill smiles, breathing a deep sigh as you run your fingers through her hair.
I have more questions. I have thought a lot recently about you touching me. I've been trying to figure out ways to trick you to pet me more. I like the feeling of your fingers in my hair. I like it when you rub my back.
She purrs and her expression becomes a dreamy and hopeful. You twiddle your fingers under her chin in a slightly attempt to tickle her.
Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I had no idea it would feel like that.
Out of context, it sounds horrible. Quill scrunches up her nose and grins, squeezing one of your hands. Oh my god. You roll Quill into her tummy and draw busy patterns on her back with your fingers. You give her all the head pats to tell her she's a good cat. Quill purrs up softly, nuzzling against you, then she goes quiet. The quiet persists long enough that you're a little startled when Quill suddenly speaks.
Oh, I thought of something when your fingers were doing that crazy thing earlier. The person I saw. I had never seen him before, and I had never smelled him before. I hadn't seen him because it was so dark, but he smelled really, really powerful. I don't think he had ever been near pee and garbage before. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.
Quill disappears, and you decide that you should probably have a shower before you continue with your day. In the shower, you reflect on the last hour of your life and can't quite come to any particular conclusion, but at least it was fun. I don't know that. Tonight. I guess we need to work on luck a bit more. Not just, you know. Morning! Okay, everyone text me except the one I would have wanted, but whatever. Come on, Will. Well, that's good. I didn't know we could reschedule that kind of date. Woman. Oh, these animals. My own animals down here. Cassie. Oh boy. This is not great. If you can. Well, I guess let's go to the beach. Travel to the beach and over to a spot that's been set aside for motorcycle jump scores. You spot Eero doing donuts in the parking lot and pull up next to her, rolling out down your window.
Hey, there you are. I was worried you were gonna leave me hanging.
Taking those jumps.
Aw, you ruined my surprise. Pretend you didn't guess that. I want to give you my pitch. So, see, here's the thing. I have always wanted to try out motocross. You know, like jump, woo, crowd goes wild. But my father basically threatened to disown me if I ever did something so stupid and reckless. Anyway, they're setting these jumps up for a competition tomorrow, and I kinda want to try them out. So, you're here as witness. And ambulance caller, if things go poorly.
Don't you need like some kind of special bike to do this stuff?
Yes. Technically, yes. Technically, this is very dumb to try on my type of bike.
but I'm not gonna go full speed and hit these jumps full tilt. I just want to try and get a feel for it. If I like it, I can get my hands on a motorbike really quick. Like, lickety-split.
Must be nice.
So, is that a yes? Can you witness? And point a camera at me, in case it's awesome. Please, please, please?
We all know, we all love our thrills.
Yeah, you're right. I once tried free climbing without properly learning the right techniques and got stranded on a cliff. I almost fell a bunch of times and needed to get airlifted out.
Jeez.
I just really, really wanted to try it. But you're right. I don't want to smash my pretty face.
Wonder if we did it.
Can you imagine?
Wonder if it happens. What if she would have died or something?
Ice cream or something.
Okay, we got Jesus. You and Hero go indeed go and get an ice cream, and something tells you only narrowly avoided a disaster. So I guess if she was watched her, she would have died. The arcade. Coming by the arcade, take a quick look for Mia, but don't see her anywhere. Rolling over the option side and make the most of the moment and play some games. Spend a few hours playing your favorite arcade games, racking up some new personal best high scores. Afterward, you quietly congratulate yourself, knowing that the video games are often the best option, regardless of the context. Be the arcade refreshed and renewed. Oh no! You see what I see, guys? It's our birthday. This really sucks. You know, we have 2 chances with the main day, right? I really feel bad for leaving Bonneville hanging again, so I'm gonna do Bonneville and we have to reschedule with Cassie. I just feel bad. I feel bad. You know what? The bakery lights are off and there's a closed sign on the door. Notice, however, a small heart-shaped sticky note on the glass says special deliveries, knock 3 times. Knock 3 times away. You see movement inside the door to the kitchen swings open, and a moment later you see Bonneville come to the door in her apron.
Hey, sugar. Thanks for knocking. It's not my usual level of hospitality, but I didn't want to leave the door unlocked. Some customers are not dissuaded by a closed sign.
Much better now.
I am too, baby.
So seductive right now. Bonneville smiles sweetly, and she takes you by the hand and leads you towards the display counters.
I haven't stopped thinking about you since... Well, since you left me hungry for more sugar. I wanted to do something special together tonight, and I confess, it's a little bit selfish for me. How would you feel about a special Bonnie Bell dessert?
Find an excuse to leave. He takes out a small basket from under the counter. Inside, you see a can of whipped cream, a bottle of chocolate sauce, a bowl of ice, and a small tub of honey. Ronald sits up on the counter. She gingerly touches her neck, and her cheeks flush sweetly. Okay, you and Bonneville kiss slowly and gently at first, and more passionately. You spray whipped cream in your mouth, and you give her a goofy kiss. She giggles and smears some honey on her cheek and kisses it off. You toss the chocolate at her, and she gets it in her mouth. She laughs and throws a handful of candies at you. A flirty food fight begins, and by the end of the evening, Bonneville is a sugary mess.
I need a shower, sugar. Let's say we call it a night.
She kisses you, then she grabs a ginger cookie to snack on. The ride home is a bit difficult, but you're distracted by the lingering sensations and memories. Luckily, you made it home in one piece! That was it! Well, that was very short. That would be way longer. All we did was do nasty stuff. Okay, let's just get this one right now. On. Lucky, I guess. Hopefully Cassie doesn't end us. Oh boy. Um, let's just do one more day and see what happens and call it an episode. Let's go to the beach again. We go to the cafe too much, honestly. Passing the beach, appreciating how many people find thongs and bikinis in acceptance in public. You catch sight of two people surfing. You go to see if Eero's among them. You surely enough to see her hanging 10 on a particularly gnarly looking wave. A bunch of other surfers are out in the water, sitting on the boards, and they'll give her a round of applause as she goes past. Treasure boards close to shore, then dismounts and scoops in her arm. One of the surfers at shore runs up to her. It's an attractive boy you've seen around, so you decide to get closer to her, see what they're saying without giving away you're there.
Kelby, what did you think of that? Tell this girl to do a barrel roll, and she delivers.
I was just super impressed you did it without losing your top this time.
Kelby, that happened once.
That's not what Eli says.
Once, with you around. Anything else? No comment.
Just kidding. JK.
Eero comes closer and punches him in the arm and gives a mock expression of pain. The two of them head on a spot to the beach to sit down.
So, hey, I wanted to ask.
What's up?
Didn't you mention that you'd met someone that was going to surf with you? I feel like you've been practicing more with me than anyone else.
Oh, well, it's just that you're a better surfer is all. The best in town.
Aw, thanks, Eero. But when you mentioned it to me before, you were all stoked. What happened? Were they a major jerk or something?
No. Just the opposite, in fact. I think I'm starting to, get feelings for them.
Can't be me, right?
Hey, that's great!
Eero shoots him a dirty look.
I mean, that's terrible.
Sorry. I'm still not... I don't know. I sorta swore off ever finding love and happiness. And living alone as a crazy cat lady someday. But now...
Oh, come on. Eventually everyone swears they'll become a cat lady. Doesn't mean you can't find happiness somewhere else.
I know, surfing is easier.
Okay.
Amen to that.
Two sit quietly for a little time more.
Well, I should add. Thanks for your help today, Kelby.
Do you mean the surfing tips or the emotional encouragement?
Yes.
Right on. Take it easy, Eero.
He heads out and Kelby watches her leave. After a few moments, she's gone and Kelby seems to be packing up. Leave him be. You text leave Kelby on his own device so he can see with your day. I don't know that guy. I think we met him like once. He had coffee.
So I left it in my car for more than a month before I noticed the smell.
Dimitri, that was my car. And now is not the time. We have a customer. Hola, aloha, and hello. Welcome to the Clean Bean Coffee House. What can I get for you today?
Coffee.
Here you are. Have a great day.
Mall. Against your own will, you drag yourself back to the mall. However, this time it doesn't seem to be nearly as crowded. That's good. You got some money burning in a hole in your pocket. What do? You donate to one of those charity kiosks. Might as well. Drop some cash into what seems to be a charity for Red Panda conversions. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. You feel an overwhelming sense that there was a right choice, and you leave them off a much better person as in you arrived. It's Elle's birthday, so let's go see what's up with her. You arrive at the winery. Two security guards immediately signal you for you to drive in. You notice a small sign that says closed for private event. There are already large groups of people wearing fancy gowns, tuxedos, and for a moment you can't help but feel a little underdressed. When you pull up to the front door, a valet quickly comes to your car, and then the server approaches you with a tray of wine glasses. You take one and consider, do you sip when you hear someone greet you from behind.
There you are. The guest of honor's guest of honor.
Turn around and see Dorian approaching, his arms wide, welcoming you. The server, good evening, Dorian.
Welcome. Do try the champagne. It's a Noet and Shannon 96. A favorite that gets more rare every year. Walk with me. You know, of all the festivities tonight, I'm eager to find out what Elle got me for my birthday. I understand that she
Oh, it's
went to
his
the mall
birthday?
and bought it herself. That's extraordinary to me.
I think Ella could be and do anything. She's magical.
Thanks. Very kind of you to say. Thank you. I'm very happy that Elle is making friends at last, who can see how special she really is. Ah, speak of the angel and she will appear. Elle, over here.
That rhymes. You look over to where Dorian is waving, and at first you don't see Elle, and after a moment, her pink hair finally catches your attention. And realizing she's wearing a beautiful gown.
Elle, I found your date outside, walking lonely and aimlessly without you.
Okay. Elle sweeps across the room with perfect posture, and her head barely bobbing with each step, her hands folded delicately in front of her. You catch yourself staring, and you have a bright gaze for a moment when you notice Dorian peering at you
Good
sideways.
evening, you two. A pleasure to see you. Brother, you're looking very handsome tonight.
It's the same thing he wore
Thank
any
you,
other
my
day.
darling sister. But I fear I shall never command a room's attention as you do.
Dorian leans over and kisses Elle on the cheek. She smiles faintly and then kisses his.
Given the occasion, I would be pleased to sing a solo rendition of Happy Birthday, if it would not put you on the spot.
Oh well. Only you could offer to embarrass me in the most endearing and tempting way possible. But no. Don't fuss about me. There will be plenty of time to sing and shower me with gauche attention later. I just wanted to make sure you two found each other. Have a great time tonight. I have many more guests to greet, if you'll excuse me.
Elle smiles and curts. You nod and Dorian takes his leave. Elle remains silent.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm losing feeling in my lovely lady lumps. I let Dorian's fashionistas tie me into a bodice, and now I'm afraid I'm going to pass out for the first time ever. Not due to my narcolepsy. Please tell me, are my lips turning blue? Am I peeking out of this dress anywhere? Oh, wow. Thank
W.
you. Goodness, I don't know how to take such compliments. You'd better be careful, though. If you make me swoon, you're now officially the designated Elle catcher. Take your duties seriously, I implore you.
Which means what?
I'm very happy you're here. These sorts of family functions are normally very dry and stodgy. I used to have to wear these enormous pleated skirts and hats tied under the chin and go about telling everyone how school was going. Fortunately, since my life is significantly less interesting than most of the families, they don't tend to ask as many pressing questions anymore. At some point, I realized that mundanity was my best defense in these situations.
Well, I can't do that.
Oh, well, if that's true, you've definitely had a hand in it. I've been finding myself more and more eager to try going to new places recently, not letting the fear of having an episode decide where it's safe to go. It sounds silly, but I have this daydream, I suppose, where if I get into trouble, you'll swoop in to save me. So, I guess that's my way of asking you to stalk me and assure my safety at all times.
Okay.
We have at least an hour until cake and gifts and everything. How shall we spend our time? And normally I would mingle, but I do so dislike mingling. Any thoughts?
Bruh. Ranking.
gosh, no. Dorian is allergic to fun and mischief and
What?
embarrassment. He once had Daddy sue a restaurant when they gave him his milk at room temperature. He was 6 years old. This idea is not likely to happen, and I condemn it in the strongest terms. I would have to be quite out of my wits to assent to that sort of plan. I think it's obvious, at the very least, that nothing is bound to happen without a bit of courage. Isn't that what they call alcohol? Lick-squid courage?
Let's look some squids.
I'm suddenly suspicious that you're humoring me. But quite honestly, that's a feeling I'm well acquainted with.
Elle raises her hand. Germanly? I don't know.
S'il vous plaît.
French. French mentioned. The server begins over with a wine glasses, offering Elle a glance at first, and you. She has a glass of white wine. Once the server moves on, she raises it towards you.
Cheers to friends.
Cheers to you. Can't do that. Clings her glass to you, rolling her eyes and giggling softly to herself. For the next hour, you notice a change in Elle. She drinks her wine a little faster than you do. She begins to laugh a lot more loudly. Several times, the two of you are interrupted by other partygoers introducing themselves and wishing Elle good health. Each time, Elle seems to be getting a little more bold. She jokes with you and giggles you more and more.
Have you ever noticed that we pet our pets? We
She's
pet
drunk.
pets. Pet a pet. Our pets want pets. So, which came first, I wonder? Pets with our hands or pets with the little furry companion guys? What do you think?
Please stop saying it's been said too much. It's the most Elle thing I've ever heard.
Oh dear, you're right. Poor fishies. They're named after the manner of their demise.
Speaking of pets,
I wonder if my name is a verb. Can someone L me? I wonder what that would look like.
Elle.
Okay, I think maybe now I'm ready for shenanigans. What should we do? I would like to cause the mischief.
Bro, what is this? Drug people? I'm very. You know what? Let's
That sounds
just in case something goes wrong.
but I'm afraid I'll have to follow your lead. I'm not terribly imaginative, I've realized. I'm just as likely to say something true if I get flustered.
It'll be great, I'm sure.
I'll give it my best shot, I promise. So if I understand the rules, we're just supposed to pretend we're gossiping? I guess until someone interrupts us. I suppose that means whomever says the most scandalous thing wins.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's find our designated eavesdroppers and see if we can rile them up.
You and Elle mingle among us, the other guests, until you find a spot that puts you both close to earshot of several groups.
Alright then, I'll go first.
Hold on, let me put him down.
So it sounds like she ate at least a dozen cookies, right out of the bag.
It's a funny way to think. Well, she stole them. What else did you expect her to do? Elle giggles, though no one else seems to have overheard you.
My goodness, you have quite the imagination. I heard her kleptomania is the only way she can achieve orgasm.
Elle covers her face with her hands for a moment. You both sure someone is going to say something, but then a moment passes and Elle looks around with urgent suspicion.
Did I say that too quietly? Or was that not as shocking as I thought? My word, I'm not good at this game. Alright, it's your turn.
Oh my god, this is going out of hand. We wait a moment, but no one seems to look up.
It's a wonder she hasn't burned through more pool boys.
Okay. So there's Elle's finishing sentence, someone says, or behind you, Mrs. Reed, who are you talking about? Elle takes you by the hand, and the two of you dash away toward an open balcony behind, leaving a group of confused and offended guests. Elle's laughing breathlessly, almost tipping in her heels, though you managed to catch
I
her.
think maybe we should hide until things cool off again. Quickly, outside. We'll hide in the vineyard until everyone remembers they don't care about us.
Okay. You and Elle descend down a long stairway into the cool, thin air. It's been raining a little late at night, and the wind is surprisingly brisk off the ocean. Elle doesn't say anything as you go. She holds your hand and swings it gently as the two of you start to walk amongst the grapevines. In the sparkle of the lights is decorating that, Elle's expression takes off a soft and dreamy look. She gazes at you with half-closed eyes. For a moment, you think she might fall asleep.
Have you ever made love to someone before?
Is that an offer?
No, it was a question. Truthfully, I wouldn't really know how to make such an offer. I'm still a virgin. I've never really even been intimate with anyone. Okay, I asked you a private question. You can ask me one.
Whoa. Let's save here as well. Just, that sounds like it's gonna be either really horrible or really funny.
I don't know. I think I do.
That's not what I thought she would
I've
say.
never even kissed anyone, really. I'm very confused. My heart is racing. I want you to kiss me.
Elle closes her eyes and leans towards you, her lips partly over so slightly. Delicately. It probably would have been better. You lean in slowly, your lips hanging above hers for a moment. Impossible moment, as though it'll never arrive. Then you press forward, and the softness of her lips surprises you. She barely moves as the two of you kiss. She doesn't draw closer or put her hand to your cheek. It's over in moments, but Elle breathes in shuddering, excited breath. She laughs in spite of herself.
That was a very special first kiss for me. Thank you. We should get back now.
Elle demurely takes your hand and leads you up by the steps of the party. You and Elle make your way back inside, and it looks like the party may be proceeding from the mingling phase.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I just need to powder my nose.
Elle takes off towards the steps, and for a moment you're left alone in a crowd of strangers. After a moment, an attractive but hard-looking woman approaches you.
Remember me?
Why are you here? Cassie's manager?
Yeah, close enough. I've been keeping an eye out for you. You've been sticking your nose in a lot of other people's business. Consider this a friendly warning, and the only warning you'll be getting. Get out of Sabrosa, or things are going to work out badly for you.
Like through all these sheep. Leah, her expression darkens in the way she steps back, but she can tell she's armed in some way. You see a bead of sweat trickling from her forehead, and you can tell you rattled her. You give a friendly wave and walk past. She says something quietly behind your back, but you miss it. Turning to your attention to the party, it takes you only a moment to find Elle standing in one of the dress dessert tables. Her pink hair is neon bright amongst the formal black eggshells of the. You make your wait. Pinch her bottom. The small of her back.
Oh, hello. Excuse me?
This is an Elle. You step back as the woman turns. It isn't Elle, but someone dressed almost exactly alike. Similar hairstyle.
Sexy. Do I know you?
Am I crunching our greetings as someone more passionate? What?
Oh, no way. That's very funny. You sort of remind me of my boyfriend. He's always gallivanting to some foreign country, messing up the customs. My name is Bella. I'm Dorian Reed's girlfriend. Or at least his girlfriend of the week.
What?
Sorry for the mistaken identity. Dorian gets me to cut and dye my hair like this. It's a bit odd, but I kind of like it. Anyway, no harm, no foul, stranger. Though, if you greet me like that again, I'm going to take it as a promise.
Please excuse me.
See ya.
That's Dorian's girlfriend. That's a very specific request
Thank you
that he
again,
wants.
everyone, for coming to my birthday celebration.
You look up and see Dorian standing in front of the crowd, elbows at his side, somewhat shy and abashed.
As you know, very soon, I'll be taking a sabbatical of sorts. I have a lot of traveling to do in the near future, and I wanted this year's celebration to be special.
How old is he turning?
One last chance for you all to drink my wine.
The crowd laughs, you do not. Elle does not.
I've done my best to try and thank everyone, but if I've missed you, please do take a moment to pull me aside and slip me any last-minute bribes you care to make. Special thanks goes to my sister, Elle. Can we have a round of applause for her?
The crowd cheers and several people whistle their approval. Elle smiles but does not. But looks at least a little
She
embarrassed.
put most of this together for me, and I'm so grateful. Me, who used to pull her hair and tease her and all the other awful Big Brother stuff that shows I love her. Even though I'll be heading for parts unknown, there's still a chance Elle will be around for your soirees and book clubs. That is, if she turns down the offer to come with me. I mean, seeing the world with your brother is probably not the most glamorous way to do it. But who knows? Maybe she'll meet a handsome foreigner on the way and ditch me after all.
Crowd laughs, you do not. Elle does not.
So stay tuned for that announcement. Maybe she'll even answer tonight. Who knows? In the meantime, even though I don't have enough time to open all your gifts, I wanted very much to open Elle's. What do you say, little sister? Do you have a gift for me?
I do. I have two.
Two.
Wow. Oh well, you shouldn't have.
Here you are. The first gift.
Dorian takes the gift and eagerly unwraps it, tearing it and tossing the paper carelessly to the sides.
Wait, is this a rubber duck?
There's a lot of confusion from the crowd. Some find it hilarious while others complain and they're out of the loop.
I couldn't decide what to get you, and I thought this would go well with your second gift. No need to unwrap this one.
Elle reaches up and pushes Dorian by the shoulders. There's a moment where he's completely off guard and tumbles backwards, but Elle manages to grab his arm as he falls, putting her down with him. The two of them fall from view into the larger water grotto that runs through the winery. They hit the water with the loud splash. There's an audible gasp from the audience, and dozen people run to the edge of the water to pull them out. Once they're out, Elle begins to laugh and Dorian begins to shout.
Happy birthday, Dorian!
Elle, what the hell were you thinking?
Bro is
Dorian,
soaked.
it was just a prank. The water is clean.
You stupid, reckless, thoughtless ditz! How dare you?
You should see the look on your face.
You've been drinking. This party is over. Get out. And you, come with me, dear sister. Right now.
Oh god. You watch Dorian storm off, dragging Elle by the arm out of his way. You hear Elle laughing to herself as the two of you disappear from view. Trying to fall behind, but there are suddenly bouncers and winery staff everywhere shooting everyone out the door. By the time you reach the spot, Dorian fell in. Both the reeds are nowhere to be found. On your way out, you grab a bottle of wine off the table. The ride home is quiet. Your cell phone doesn't buzz once with any text messages. But when I brought it up, never mind. Take action. So she pranked him, but when I brought it up, it was a no. Okay. Okay. Lucky. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Probably shorter than usual. Last one, I think, was like an hour long. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we went on very short dates, honestly. It felt like shorter than usual, but that happened. So tune in next episode when we find out that Kathy dies again. And yeah, see you guys later.